Friends, welcome back to online computer class. This is Sharanaya from Upper Public School. Today I am here with the fifth lesson of computer, that is applying formatting effects. So before going to the fifth lesson, let us recall what we have studied in the fourth lesson. So what we have studied in the fourth lesson, we have studied about adding new slide, changing the new slide, editing text, moving text, copying text, inserting text box, rearranging the slides in a slide sorter view, inserting clip art, working with word art, inserting shapes, using shadow effects. So these all we have studied in the fourth lesson. Now we will study about the fifth lesson, that is applying formatting effects. So what is formatting? Formatting means changing the appearance of the text. To change the appearance of the text, that is called the formatting. So how to change the appearance of the text? So how to format the text? Now I will show you how to change the appearance of the text and how to format the text. Changing the appearance of the text and formatting text both are same. So how to format the text, I will tell you, I will show you now. So to change the appearance of the text or to format the text, first you have to select the text. Which text you want to format? That text you have to select. Now I have selected this text. I will change the size of the style of the text. Now see here, I am changing the style of the text. Change the style of the text, make it bold, make it italic, underline, change the size, increase or decrease. Increase, here you can increase, here you can decrease, right? Here you can decrease, children. And you can change the color of the text also, and you can make the text center, right and left. Now I'll make it as a center, and you can give a different bullets also. These are the bullets are there, and you can give a numbering to the points also. So this is the formatting of a text. So how to format the text means in this way you can format the text. This is called the formatting of a text. You can change the style of the text, you can change the size of the text, you can change the color of the text, and you can change the position of the text, means you can make it center, left, right. So this alignment also you can change it. This is called the formatting of a text. So in this applying formatting effect, so in this chapter we will study about the how using of the master slide. So what is the use of a master slide? So how to open that master slide here? To open the master slide, we have to click on the view tab. So to open the master slide, you have to click on the view tab. When you click on the view tab, you will get here normal view, slide sorter view, note pages view, and the slideshow view. This all we have studied in the previous chapter, right children? Normal view, slide sorter view, note pages view, and the slideshow view. These all we have studied. Next, today what we are going to study is slide master. This is a slide master. Beside the slideshow, there is an icon called slide master that we will study today in this chapter, right children? So to take those slide master, click on the slide master icon. When you click on the slide master icon, the different types of slides will be opened with the different layouts. See here, these are the automatic slides opened and with the different layouts. So how to open the slide master? Once again, let us see. To open a slide master, you have to click on the view tab, then go to the slide master icon here. When you click on the view tab, the slide master icon will be present here. Click on the slide master icon. When you click on the slide master icon, the different types of slides will be opened. So this first slide is called the master slide. So whatever changes you do in this slide, it will apply to all the slides. So this is a master slide, like further slide. So this is a master slide. When you make a changes in the master slide, it will be applied to all the slides. Here they are interconnected with one another, right children? Yes, here how they are interconnected with each other. So this is a master slide. So here the master slides are interconnected with each other. That is, this is a master slide, these are interconnected with each other. So when you change anything in the master slide, that will be applied to all the slides. And one more different quality of a master slide is here the header and footer option is also there. See here, header and footer. This you can write it also, header and footer also in the slide, right children? So in other slides, normal slides, you will not get a header and footer option. This header and footer also you can take anywhere. If you want the heading there, then you can take the headers there. You can write the date also here. Today's date is there here. And if you want the footer, here footer is there. If you want this footer at the side, you can take it the side also. The header and footer option is also available in the master slide, right? So this is the different quality of a master slide. When you change anything in a master slide, it will be applied to all the slides. How many slides are there in a master slide? For those slides it will apply. The different types of slide layouts are available. Here in the master slide, the two placeholders are there. That is title placeholder and the body text placeholder. This is the title placeholder and second one is the body text placeholder. In every slide we have these two placeholders here. Here also two placeholders. Here also I have deleted one. Here also two placeholders are there, and here also in all the slides we have two placeholders. And this is about the master slide or else the slide master. This is how, understood children? How to use the master slide and how to open the master slide. If you want to close the master slide, you have to click on the close master slide view. Close master view. When you click on the close master view, it will be closed. Next we will move to the creating a custom layout. So how to create your own layout. So here these are the different types of layouts are there according to their need they have given. So if you want to change this layout, how can you create your own layout? So to create your own layout, first we have to make one slide empty. That is, we will delete all the layouts. So in this empty layout, we will create our own layout. So how to create that own layout? Let us see here. So to create own layout here, so that is called custom layout. So how to create a custom layout? Custom layout means according to our need, our own layout we can create. So how to create that one? Close the master view. Again you have to open the master slide. So here in a blank slide you have to create your own custom layout. So how to create that custom layout? To create that custom layout, you have to click on the insert placeholder option here. So this is the insert placeholders are there. No? How many placeholders you need in this slide? Those many number of placeholders you can insert and you can create your own placeholder. So you can create your own layout. So in this layout, two placeholders are there, right? That is heading placeholder and the body text placeholder. Here there is no placeholders. In this one you can create your own custom layout. So how to create that one? To create that one, you have to click on the insert placeholder button. When you click on the insert placeholder button, your mouse pointer becomes plus, then hold it, drag it. When you drag it, the custom layout will be appeared on your screen. So this is the layout. This is the one layout. Here whatever you want you can write it here, right? Alright, Kalaburi. Points you can write. Be there like that point. If you want another placeholder here side, again you have to click on the insert placeholder button. Again you have to drag it, right? You can create your own placeholders. I want here another one big layout, big placeholder. That is, again you have to click on the insert placeholder, then take a placeholder. So this is the way how to create your own layout. This is a custom layout. How to create the custom layout? You can create your own custom layout. Custom layout means that is own layout. How to create your own layout? In this way you can create a own layout. Or else if you want another one side here, placeholder, click on the insert, then drag it. So this is the way how to create the custom layout. Right children? Understood? Here I have created 4 different types of layout placeholders. This is one placeholder, this is one placeholder, this is one placeholder, and this is one placeholder. You can make it smaller, and here you can create another one also. Right? In this way you can create a layout. Right? Understood children? This type of layout you will not get in this one. You have to create your own. According to your presentation need, you can create your own placeholders. Right? This is how to create the new custom layout. Next we will move to the changing the color scheme. So how to change the color scheme of the slide? How to change the color scheme of a slide? How to change the color scheme? So to change the color scheme, You have to close the master view, this one. You have to close the master view. How to close the master view? Click on the close master view button. When you click on the close master view, the master view will be closed here, right? After that, changing color scheme. So how to change the color scheme of the slide? So next we will move to the changing the color scheme. So how to change the color scheme of the slide? So how to make the color design? So to make the slide design, you have to click on the design menu. So design menu, click on the design menu. So these are the different types of slides, color slides are there that you can apply to your slide. So how to apply that one? Click on the pointer. So the different types of slides designs will be there. So these are the different types of slides design. Simply you have to scroll a mouse on it. When you scroll a mouse on it, the design will be appeared here. See here. When I click scroll a mouse on it, the different design will be appeared. You can see the preview. So which design looks good, that you can apply to your slide. So now I will apply this color slide. When you click on this one, it will be applied to all the slide, or else right click on it. Here the different types of options will be there. So apply to all slide. When you click on the apply to all slide, it will be applied to all the slides. How many slides are there in your presentation? In my presentation there are 2 slides, so it will be applied to all the 2 slides. Or else if you want to apply to only selected slide this design, so right click on it, apply to the selected slide. When you click on the apply to selected slide, so it will be applied to only the selected slide. So on which slide I have selected, that will be applied, right children? So in this way you can make a design for the slides also, right? Next we will move to the changing the background color of a slide. So how to change the background color of the slide? So how to change the background color? These are the different designs are there that you have applied. Now how to change the background color of a slide? So to change the background color of a slide, in the design menu only you have to click on the background style here. So the background style option is there. You have to click on the background style option. When you click on the background style option, so the different types of backgrounds are available here. So if you want more than this one, you can click on the format background. So to change the background color of a slide, so where you have to go? In the design menu only, you have to click on the background style. When you click on the background style, so the different types of backgrounds are available. Simply you have to scroll a mouse on it. When you scroll a mouse on it, the preview will be displayed on your screen. So how that slide looks like, so that preview will be displayed on your screen. So if you feel happy with that only, you can take this only, or else if you want more, click on the format background option here. Format background option. When you click on the format background option, so the format background dialog box will appear. This is the format background dialog box. From the dialog box here, solid color is there. If you want to fill a single color to the slide, you can select the solid fill. Solid fill means how? So if I want to fill a yellow color to the slide, see here. So this is a yellow color. This is the only one color, that is solid color. And next gradient fill is there. How the gradient fill is there? So click on the gradient fill. Here present color is there. Select the present color, which one you want. So this is the gradient fill. Here linear, you can change the option also. It is linear, you can make it radial also. When you make it radial, the looks will be different. Rectangular, it will be in a rectangular shape. Path means the path will be there, or else shadow from title. So the shadow from title, shade from a title, that is different options are available. And here in the stop position, you can change also. See here, when I make it changes here, so the text appear changing on the screen. And transparency also you can make it lighter also. Transparency also you can make it. So first one is solid fill. Solid fill means only one color you can fill. Gradient means the different types of gradients are there. These many gradients, you can apply any gradient, that also you can apply. And picture or the texture fill here. Picture or the texture fill. So texture, if you want, here the different types of textures are available that you can apply. So this texture, which texture you want, you can apply the texture to your background. Or else if you want to insert any picture in this one, so click on the file button, then select a picture, which picture you want to insert there. So I want to insert this computer for the slide background. Click on that background will be applied. See here, you can see the preview here, right? So these are the different types of formatting backgrounds are there. You can change the background color of the text. You can fill a single color also. To fill a single color, you have to click on the solid fill. So if you want to fill the different colors, then gradient fill. The different types of gradients are available. That gradients also you can fill. And if you want to fill a picture or the texture for the background, you have to click on the picture or the texture fill option. When you click on this one, the first option will be there, texture, that is texture. Click on the texture. The different types of textures are available that you can apply. Or else if you want a background, any photos or any images, for that you have to click on the file button, then select the image, then click on the insert. When you click on the insert, that image or the photo will be applied for the background color. So if you want to apply this one to the all the slide, here click on the apply to all slide, or else you have to click on the, if you want to apply only to this slide, then you have to click on the close option here. When you click on the close option, it will be applied to only one slide. If you click on all button, so then it will be applied to all the slides. So this texture only if you want for all the slides. How many slides are there in your presentation? Click on all button, or else if you want to only for one slide, then you have to click on the close button. When you click on the close button, it will be applied only for the current slide. Understood, children? So the master slide, then creating a custom layout, how to create your own layouts, how to create your own placeholders, that you studied. Next we have studied about the changing the background color and changing the design of the slide. So how to change the design of the slide and how to change the background color of the slide also we have studied. Next, using the fill effects. So how to fill the color, texture and the gradient in the shapes. So how to fill the color, texture and the gradient in the shapes. So how to fill that one? To fill that one, first we have to click on the insert menu, then we have to insert a shape. So how to fill in the shapes? To fill in the shapes, first we have to insert any one shape, right? So now I will insert the triangle shape here. So insert the triangle shape. When you insert a triangle shape, double click on this one. When you double click on this one, so here the different types of triangles, the shape fill options will be available. These are the different types of shapes. After inserting a shape, you have to double click on this one. So double click on the line showing here. So double click on it. When you double click on it, so the different types of fill effects are available. These are the different default fill effects. So if you want more than this one, you have to click on the shape fill. Here shape fill option is there. Click on the shape fill. So if you want to fill a single color, you can fill, or else if you want to fill a picture in the shape, you can fill the picture also. If you want to fill the gradient, you can fill the gradient also. You can fill the texture also. Let's see one by one. First we will see how to fill the color. If you want to fill any single color, you can click on the colors here. Now if I want to red color, so click on the red color. So the whole shape will be in a red color. Next we will see how to fill the picture in a shape. So to fill the picture in a shape, click on the picture option, then select the picture, any one picture, click on the insert button. When you click on the insert button, that picture will be filled in the shapes, right? So that picture will fill in this shape. Any shape you can take, you can fill it. Next, how to fill the gradient in a shape. So how to fill the gradient in a shape? To fill the gradient, again you have to click on the gradient here. So these are the different types of gradients are there. If you don't like this one, click on the more gradients here. When you click on the more gradient, the gradient dialog box will be appear. So this is a gradient dialog box. So in that gradient dialog box, here click on the gradient option. So there are different types of gradients are there. So which gradient you want, you can select. So these different types of gradients you can select it, right children? So this is the way how to fill the color, gradient and the picture also, and the texture. Last one, filling the texture. These are the different types of textures are there, that also you can fill it in your shape. In any shape you can fill that one. And after that, shape outline. If you want a shape outline, so you can do an outline for the shape here also. See here, now I am doing the shape outline red color. Are you seeing here? So the shape outline will be in a red color, right? You can change the shape outline of the shape also. You can insert the shape, you can fill any one single color in the shape, or else you can fill a picture in the shape, you can fill a gradient in the shape, you can fill a texture in the shape, and you can make a outline for the shape also. This also you can do. So this will be helpful in making the mathematical projects, right children? Understood? So the using fill effects. Next we will move to the applying a formatting effects. So how to apply the formatting effects to the text. Before only I have told applying formatting effects. So how to apply the formatting effect, that I have told. Then also we'll see once again how to apply the formatting effects to the text. What and all are the formatting effects we can apply to a text. Now I will write some text. For that text I will tell you how to apply the formatting effects. So I will write here Appa Public School. For this text I will apply now the different types of formatting effects. What are the different types of formatting effects? So now I will apply here the first what effect I will apply here is I will change the style of the text. First you have to change the style of the text. Then now I will increase the size of the text. Increase the size of a text. You can increase the size of the text also. See here, increase the size of the text. Now it is increase the size of the text. Here to increase the size of the text we have two options. One, you can click on the size option and you can change it, or else here the capital A you can change. Here also you can make it smaller. For small, here the big A is there, if you click means it will increase, the small A is there, if you click means it will decrease, right? This is also one of the formatting effect. Next you can make it bold also, you can make it italic also, you can make it underline also, and if you want to scratch anything you can scratch it like that. When you click on the scratch button, so one line will be on the text that will scratch you, right? So the yes, shadow effect also you can give, right? And you can make it upper and lower case, that is when the text is there in a small letter, then you can make it uppercase also. When you click on the uppercase, all the letters will be in a capital. When you click on the lowercase, all the letters will be in a small letter. Then capitalize each word means you can, the each word here A will be capital, here P will be capital, and here S will be capital. See now when I click on the capitalize each word, so the A will be capital, P will be capital, and S will be in a capital. That is the case sensitive. This is called the case sensitive. Uppercase means all the letters will be in capital, lower case means all the letters will be in a small letter, and capitalize each word means so the it will capitalize each word, first word of the first letter of the word. So here Appa one word is there, so the first letter of Appa is A, that will be capital. Here public one word is there, the first word letter of the this word is P, and here it is capitalized, and here the school, the S is the first letter, that is capitalized. Like this you can apply the formatting effect, and here you can change the color also. So you can change the color also, you can make it the alignments. So there are three different types of alignments are there, that is left alignment, center alignment, and right alignment. So by default when you open any presentation it will be in a left alignment only. If you want to make it center, you can make it center. If you want to make it right side, you can make it right side also. And another one is there, that is justify, that will come here only, right? So that the three different types of alignments are there: left alignment, center alignment, and the right alignment, right children? And in the formatting only you can apply the bullets also, bullets and numbering. These are the bullets. So the different types of bullets are there, that also you can apply, and the different types of numbers are there, that also you can apply in your presentation, right children? This is how to apply the formatting effects to the text. You can apply a formatting effect to any text. To apply the formatting effect to a text, first you have to select the text. When you select the text, then only the formatting effect will be applied to the text. Otherwise the formatting effect will not be applied to any text, right? To apply any formatting effect, first you have to select how much text you have selected. For that text only the formatting effect will be applied, right? Next we will move to the applying the indent. So how to apply the indent to a text. So to apply a indent to the text, you have to write one paragraph. So now I will do one magic here. So I will write only 4 letters and some symbols, then you will get a one para. That is what I will write here, equal to, then I will write 4 letters, then I will make it as a arrow, and when I press enter button, one paragraph I will get here. So the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. This para you will get it. So this is the magic how I done. See here once again. Let us see here once again. So how I done that one. So you have to select the layout. Here write equal to RAND open close bracket, press enter button, then you will get a paragraph, right? Then you will get a paragraph, one paragraph, right? So if you want to apply anything to a paragraph, then you can use this paragraph, right children? Here we have, so here you can apply a indenting effect to the paragraph. So how to apply indenting effect? Select the paragraph which you want to indent. So now I want to indent these paragraphs. I will selecting this second paragraph. So select the paragraph, then drag the left line indent mark towards the right side. So this left line indenting mark you have to drag it to the right side. When you drag it, so the first line will be moving here. Drag it here. This line is changing now. So that is the indenting effect. To indent the first line of the paragraph, drag the first line indent mark towards the right side. So if you want to drag it full, so then it will be full, you can move it, or else if you want to drag only one line, you can drag it for one line also. So in the first paragraph, so indenting means you can move the paragraph from the left side to the right side. You can move whole paragraph, or else you can move the first line. Now I want this first letter here in the center, means I have to move this one. So when I move that one, see it is moving. In this way you can apply a indenting effect to the single line also, or else for the, if I want this also, you can, if you want this all 3 lines 4 lines to move that side, so select this indent, then move it here, that will apply, right? So if you want to move only first line, select that paragraph, then move only upper side one. Upper side if you move means it will move only first line. If you move the downside indenting, then it will move whole paragraph. Here 2 indents are there, that is one indent is upside, one indent is upside here, and another one indent is downside. When you move a upside indent, that is first indent, it will move only the first line, and if you move the downside indent, then it will move the whole paragraph. See here, now I will move this second downside, it will move the whole paragraph, right? Understood children how it is moving? So if I move only the upside indent, so then it will move only the first line of the paragraphs. See here now once again. So if you want to move this paragraph, if you move the downside indent, then the whole paragraph will move, right? Or else if you want to move only the first line, then upside, this upside indent mark you have to move. When you move upside, then it will move only the first line. When you move from the downside indent, it will move whole paragraph. Right children, understood this much? So what we have studied in today's class, so we have studied how to use the slide master. So what is the uses of the slide master, how to open the slide master, and how to use the slide master, that we have studied. And we have studied how to create our own custom layout also we have studied. And we have studied changing the color scheme, so the changing the design of the slide we have studied. And we have studied changing the background color of the slide, so how to change the background color of the slide, that also we have studied. And we have studied how to fill the color or the gradient or the texture or the picture to the shapes, that also we have studied. And applying formatting effect, so how to format the text, that also we have studied. And last we have studied applying indent, so how to apply a indent effect to the paragraph, that also we have studied, right children? So the still remaining points we will study in the next class. That's it for the today's class. Thank you.